Good morning, everyone. Chrissy here from FootPrint. Hello, how are you? Yeah, Cameo's here too. Been an interesting week, hearing lots of things. Add another thing to MTG. Especially about the Secret Service text and things like that. So I thought we'd have a look at that. Tucker Carlson is saying, oh, they're going to try and bump Trump off to get rid of the problem that he poses to them, which is whatever, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so I can really see that. Hi, Teresa Balthasar. Of course, Trump is whinging and complaining about not being able to go to Scotland. Well, deal with it. Yeah. Mitch McConnell, he had another spell. What is this going to mean? Even though he's so will he just be replaced, or will there be a special election? But I do not feel he's going to last very much longer. Marjorie Taylor Greene and her yap, shut your mouth. Oh gosh, she's a child. She really is. Hi, Steve. Yeah. I'll wait for a few more people to join. Oh, we're getting warmer weather, and I've got the front door open for some fresh air to come in because it's a lovely breeze, but it's still a bit chilly. So I'm turning the heater on and off. So, yeah. Now, I am announcement first tomorrow morning, 8:30 my time, which is 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Saturday night in the US. I will be doing, as usual, my members only live. Then Sheila Celtic Tower and I are going to try take 2 of doing a video for her channel. So the last one was corrupted. So Monday morning, now this is early Monday morning my time, 6 a.m. my time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday night. Okay, 6 p.m. and 3 p.m. California time. So I will be doing a live with Linda G. Now, we will be live, but I think it's best that we'll just keep comments. If you have a question for Linda G, no personal questions, okay? If you have a question for Linda G or for myself, can you please put them in the comments of this live, and I will go through them and pick some out. It's going to be 1 hour live only, 40 minutes to 1 hour, because I do have to go to work after that. So it's going to be very tight. So if you have a question you want to ask Linda G or myself for Monday morning, my time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern time in the US, please put it in the comments. Okay. Are you guys still on daylight savings? I have to ask that question in, well, no, I know what time it is there now, so there's no problem there. So we will be going live. Yes, December. Haven't been too bad a summer. Oh my goodness, 100 plus all summer. Horrible. So, if you do have a question for Linda G or myself for Monday, please put it in the comments for this video. I will be going through them tomorrow afternoon, my time, and I will be taking the top 6. So I won't be doing any repeats, okay? So whoever asks the question first, I will put their comment in. I will ask that question. So, but I'll be doing 6. I'll choose 6 questions, okay? So I'm really honoured to have Linda G on the channel. So it will be, yeah, a great honour for me to do that. Picked up some mugs the other day, 3 for $15. So got 1 for James and 2 for myself. Never have enough mugs. James like, we've got so many mugs, and I'm like, eh. So that one's create change. This one is it's a good day to get shit done. Right. So yeah, and keep an eye out on Sheila's channel, Sheila Celtic Tarot. Keep an eye out on her channel for take 2. Hi Shelby, Lisa. How are you guys after the hurricane? I've got to turn that down. Sorry, I'm fiddling with the little heater, but I've got to be comfortable. So, how is Florida in the aftermath of those winds? Are you still being affected? I haven't had a chance to look, so I need to get cards out earlier, and of course completely got distracted by other things, so sorry about that. If I turn my back on you here and there, it's just to get a pack of cards or something. Didn't hit you, that's good. Haven't heard any big things out of it yet, so let's get underway. The Secret Service. Those texts that disappeared have been found. Okay, I've been hearing other people read on it and all that sort of stuff, but let's see what the cards, what my guides tell me. I'm seeing a bit of a clean out similar to what happened at the FBI. That's what I'm seeing, both intuitively but also just logically. Hi, Eleanor McCarthy. Yeah, you're on the east coast of Florida. Yeah. So the Secret Service, they can't just be gotten rid of. They're there for a reason. But assessment. Their actions at the time are being assessed. The actions of some of the agents. The actions of the agency as a whole as well is being assessed. Now, there was that guy Tony Ornato. I saw a headline when I was checking out the news headlines before. see him. He's going to be doing a lot of talking. Okay. Hi, Patricia Francino. We're looking at the Secret Service. What is happening in the wake of these texts being found? And I don't know what's in the text, but there is some very, very surprising things, okay, by the looks of the card I just had, because the challenge here for the Secret Service is surprising revelations. The fish is about inspiration, but also about, wow, light bulbs going off, surprising revelations, and it's going to be a bit of a challenge. Can you guys hear me okay? What is the advice for the Secret Service as a whole? Okay, now, this is interesting because I didn't think I had reversals in this deck, but I do. And it is a 10 of Cups. This is a whole family shake-up of the family dynamics. So I'm seeing this as a cleaning of the house. So I think I just mentioned earlier that both intuitively and logically, I saw a bit of a clean out happening, similar to what happened at the FBI, what is still happening at the FBI. So they should be prepared for a whole shake-up of the family dynamic from the top down. The Inspector General will be looking at them. Hi, Jennifer Barnes. Frank LaRose versus Sherrod Brown. Will he keep his seat? We will have a look at that later, okay? Yeah. Now, the Secret Service, what is at the base of all this need, this assessment, this surprising insights, which are a challenge to the service, and this advice to be ready for a shake-up of family dynamics from the head down? What is at the base of this? Okay, I immediately got, of course, it's the 8 of Cups, and the first thing that comes to mind is abandonment. And honestly, that is pretty well nothing else. I mean, one of the things about the 8 of Cups, it can be not just settling for what you have, but working higher. So this is a bit of a mix of both. What is at the base of this reading for the Secret Service? It is there is a feeling that some agents abandoned their oath. There is also the quite right assumption that we should not have to settle for half-hearted. So we are going to push for a better service So people did not, a lot of very good Secret Service agents out there, and doesn't matter what their political affiliation is, they took an oath, they will stick to it. And they will not take an order that is, contrary to their oath. But there are some, as there are in every organisation all around the world, who aren't quite true to stepping up to what they promised to do. So this is not settling and just accepting abandonment of the oath. This is striking out to regain a higher standard, a higher service. What's the outcomes here? Yep. There's going to be a few people taken down, and people are going to go, yes, hey, wow, that's great, yes. But don't celebrate too soon, because this is not a one and done process. This is going to take ages. The FBI has taken, what, 2 years, 3 years now to get sorted, 2.5 years. So it's going to be a similar thing, but there is going to be cause for some celebration in that things are going to start being done. And the family that is the Secret Service, that is the Homeland Security, is going to be able to come together in some celebration eventually. But it's just the start of a long haul. Yes, here we are, waking up, judgment. People have to stand up and face their truth, tell their truth, accept any judgment or punishment. This is important. Not just is it important because of the protection of the current president and vice, but for future presidents as well. So this is a settling of the waves that has to happen. And it's going to happen under Biden's watch, Biden and Kamala Harris's watch. Mm-hmm. And here's another reversal. Of course, the King of Pentacles reversed is very much a signal of corruption. So corruption's going to be weeded out, and at some of it quite high level. That's not saying that every high level person in the service is corrupt. That is just not true. But corruption's going to go right through the house, from the lowest to the top here, and they're going to be weeding that out. And yeah, sorry for playing with my face. I'm terrible for that. Oh, I've got that bloody heater. It's just too hot, too cold. Okay. We'll put things back in. So it's going to be a very interesting couple of years for the Secret Service. But things, yes, will be settled. You can have a political affiliation, but you shouldn't let that affiliation override your duty that you took an oath to undertake. So, yeah, that, of course, is my personal opinion. Your candidate is back in the mayoral race. Well, there you go. Okay. Jennifer Barnes asked me about Sherrod Brown. He's up for re-election in the Ohio State Senate race, and he's Frank LaRose. Okay. How am I going to do this? Sherrod Brown versus Frank LaRose. I'm going to put Sherrod on the left and Frank on the right. So I'm going to do these face down. So they're going to be that way down. So I won't be able to see them. 3 cards each. Sherrod, Frank. Sherrod, Frank. Sherrod, Frank. Okay, so what does I'm going to do what they need to know, what they need to do, and the outcome. Okay, so we'll start with Frank first. Okay, Frank LaRose. Hi, Anne Simpson. Hi, my darling. We are getting together with Anne a couple of weeks. We're going to be doing a recording, and we're each reading the same few articles on tarot, and we're going to be doing a discussion on that. So it's going to be, quite interesting, and that'll be good. So hi, Pisces Greeter. Hi, TK. So Frank LaRose, what does he need to know? Might be time to step back, have a think. There could be some illness here, but what I'm getting is I'm getting drawn to the window in the background where you have the 2 people, the red on the right and the blue on the left, and there's this barrier with the person in red is kneeling. What does he need to do? Well, he needs to take responsibility. This is the Hierophant. He needs this with the cross keys of responsibility. He needs to take responsibility for if he tries to push everything onto the Democrats, people aren't going to buy that. So, yes, this is what we've done wrong in the past, and this is what we can do to improve it. That's what he needs to do. Show that lessons have been learned. But what's the outcome? Oh, this is the Lovers. It is reversed. This is not a meeting of minds. This is not a reaffirmation of a solid relationship between him and the constituents. So he needs to know that this is also a back off card, and I think it's related to this. Take a rest with the same old. Okay, so what does Sherrod Brown, the Democrat, what does he need to know? People are waking up, but not just to the faults within the GOP, but to some of the faults within the Democrats, which quite a few. So listen to what is being trumpeted out there because people are talking, and the judgment is they're scrutinizing more. Okay? They're not quite as willing to just sit and be told what to do or be told what they should believe, if you know what I mean, or just follow the party line. So he should remember, he needs to know that, and he should remember that, and he should listen and act on it. So this is what he needs to know, that this is happening, okay, that this noise is there and he needs to listen to it. What does he need to do? He's got a second major arcana. He needs to dig into that well of wisdom, and he has a lot of wisdom. And he needs to show depth. He is such a big personality. And he puts himself out there, and he's great. I love listening to him talk. I love listening. And he does get things done, but he needs to really, really push that. Really show proof of his depth of wisdom, and show and get out there and talk, and just remind them that he's not all talk, no show. Okay? And what's the outcome of this for him? Well, it's not a complete split between him and his constituents. There might be some apathy. Okay? He might not get as many as he used to get. But who is going to win? Okay. So, who will win this fight? Will it be a Democrat, or will it be a Republican? Will a Democrat, will Sherrod Brown win? Yes or no? You know what? He could drop the ball. I have an idea this might be an independent sneaking in. Oh, I had the deck upside down. In this case, I had the deck upside down. I just looked and realized that I had the deck upside down. No, yes, he will be able to hang on to it. But no, I'll just, because I had the deck upside down, I'm just going to do a clarifier on that. Will Sherrod Brown win? Because I had the deck upside down and I first thought it was something different. Hi, Yvonne White. I am going to double check with a clarifier. Will Sherrod Brown win? Oh, you know what? It's still not all clear sailing. There's going to be some. This is a no card. Will an independent win? Interesting. I asked, will an independent win? If an independent enters this race, they have a good chance of winning. I think what we'll do is we will check in again in a few months and see what's happening then. We're a long way out from November 24, sorry. And yeah, so it'll be really, really interesting. So we'll put this in the watch this space. But yeah. Hi, Yvonne White. Mitch McConnell, he had another incident of phasing out freezing. So Mitch McConnell, I got sort of an image, vague image of something shooting up his right side and bang into his head. We do not wish bad things on people, even if we think, they deserve a big dose of karma. We let justice systems, we let the natural world take care of that. He is obviously, there is something going on with Mitch McConnell. We wish him the best with his health. Mitch McConnell. Strength. The first word that came in when I saw this card, strength, was waning. His strength is waning. He's a very elderly gentleman. He obviously has some health issues. The bigger picture here, he's struggling, and in his challenge position is the bigger picture, the Two of Wands. The big picture he needs to be looking at is he able to continue to do his job? Hi, Joji. This is the bigger picture here. And obviously it's in his struggling position. I'm also noting that there's butterflies, which are a harbinger of change, create change, see? In this card, change is happening to him very quickly. And the thing with the wands is that they're not slow. They do not indicate a slowing down of things. They indicate a speeding up of things. But the other thing that's caught my eye in this is this little bank of clouds, which looks like a moon, a crescent moon. Things are coming to the surface. What is the advice? Page of Cups. Yeah, listen to the news. You're not going to like it, but the message here is clear. Cups can often be elixirs, medication. Listen to those who serve his health. They have a message for him. At the base of this, the Emperor. Interesting. The joke is on him. The joke is on him. People go on and on and on and on about how old Biden is. How old is Mitch McConnell? Mitch McConnell is freezing. He's stopping. He's zoning out. This is his stability is being undermined by the prankster here, and the prankster, of course, being his health. So his ability to be the Senate minority leader, to lead, to rule, and this is, I feel like this is, his time is coming to an end. He's got all the trappings of leadership there, but he cannot get away from the joke that doesn't matter what you have, you can't take it with you, if that makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you. Okay, and the outcomes for Mitch McConnell. Two of Cups, a deal. I do know he's been talking to Andy Bashir. He has for the last couple of years. Come to a deal. Knight of Cups. Time to accept the offer. Six of Coins. Trust in the charity of others. Hello. The final outcome card here is the Devil. This is like release. This is like release from this continual circle he seems to be in with his health. Here is the Devil is dancing on the edge of a cliff. He's not the Devil. But he took the easier path. But that path for him is coming to an end. Will he be around much longer? The King of Rods, compassionate leadership. I think he's going to have to leave. Because there will be new leadership. He's going to have to yield to new leadership. Whether or not he passes is up to power beyond us to decide. But definitely someone is going to have to step up into the leadership role that will be left blank. When he has to stop. And he's going to have to stop very soon. He'll either pass or he just will end up in hospital unable to function, and therefore he will have to be replaced. And I would say that they would probably hold a special election in that case. So we might have a look. If Mitch McConnell can no longer function, okay, if he leaves, in whatever way, will they hold a special election? Rand Paul will step up. He won't win. Yes, it'll be a long dark night of the... Well, it's a no card with the 10 of Swords. long dark night of the soul, 7 of swords. It's something that he doesn't want a special election. He wants the person of his choice to go in. The Empress. Other possibilities. Yes, it's quite possible they will, because it's not something they can avoid. They're going to have to do it. The Republicans would want a special election avoided at all costs. If they hold a special election, will a Democrat or an independent win? Yeah. Oh, well, it's got argy-bargy conflict. Will a Democrat win? The Hermit, coming out of isolation. Will a Republican win? Just may as well. Judgment. No. No. Yeah. Now, hello to all my lovely lurkers, and hello to everyone who chooses to watch later, to watch my videos at a later date. Thank you for choosing to watch me. It is very appreciated, and please remember to do a thumbs up. Now there's more people on. I will repeat what I said a little bit earlier. Monday morning my time, 6 a.m., which is 6 p.m. Sunday Eastern time in the US, I am going to be doing a live with Linda G. Okay. Now, not going to take questions from the comments, okay, and there's not going to be any personal questions, okay. But what I want you to do is, if you have a question, political, environmental, no personal questions, but you know, about politics, about the world, about situations elsewhere, please write them in the comments for this live. I will go through them and I will choose 6 questions, okay? So that avoids any repeats, okay, because quite often we get repeats. And also I'm going to have to be really strict on time, because I have to go to work. I'll be getting up, switching off, getting up from here, going out the door and heading to work after it. So, yeah, I'm going to have 45 minutes, 1 hour. Okay. Yeah. So if you please write your questions in the comments for this live, I will go through and choose 6. Okay. Instead, there's a high likelihood of double ups for the questions, so you might get your question answered anyway. Yeah. And if there's any extra questions, I will answer them next week, during the course of next week. Anyway, Joe G. Will the DOJ indict any elected? Yes. I got a big yes, but we'll have a look. Not just going to be with January 6th either. There's going to be a few. Definitely. This is very much. I think I got this card, the same card, for the same question. And it's interesting because this is Isaac Newton with prisms and lights and everything. And the light hits the prism and then it gets splits up into 6 different colors, and it hits the prism again and it goes back to one, and then it hits another prism and it splits up again. Every time they turn their spotlight onto somebody, more comes out. So it's, yes, that's a big fat yes. The 6 colors could represent 6 people. It could represent 6 indictments. Will those indictments come down before the end of 2023? King of Coins, quite possibly. Yes, that's a big yes. This person is sitting down and he is writing them. So honestly, they're in the process of being written up. Don't be surprised if they're getting 5. Could be 5 days, 5 weeks. 5 days to 5 weeks, possibly. Could be 5 people, but I feel like it's probably going to be 6. Sarah Palin has come out of the wilderness. Oh, wow, look what was shadowing that, the bottom shadow card, meaning the card on the bottom of the deck for that reading about possible indictments. Look at this, the tower. A few people are going to, have their worlds fall around, apart around them. Sarah Palin has come out of the Alaska wilderness. What are her intentions? Are the mums for liberty behind the death threats in the skill board? Not all of them, but probably 1 or 2. Yeah, I think there probably is one. They'll be fine. They will be found out. They're not that smart. Okay, Shelby Lisa. So they will be found out. Expect a couple of arrests. It's not the whole lot, but expect a couple of arrests. Let me know what happens there. Issuing a death threat is a very serious thing, especially to a public official like someone on a school board or something. Because they're making mistakes. So Sarah Palin. Why has Sarah Palin come out of the Alaskan wilderness? I have an offer. I can save you all. Look at this. Look at this dude. Look at him. It's like, I'm the savior. I can save you all. I have a fantastic idea. I'm full of inspiration. She's going to try and put a hand up. She's exploring maybe going into the next round of debates. Not sure. Is she going to throw a hand in the ring for the next presidential debate? Yeah, 4 of Wands. She is celebrating for some reason. She thinks she has a crack at becoming president. So she's celebrating for some reason. She thinks this is wonderful. Judgment. She thinks, she thinks, people are waking up to Trump and they're not satisfied with any of the people in the debate. Perhaps I can blow my trumpet and they will listen to me. She has designs on stepping up and announcing she's stepping into the race. Will she make it? Let's have a look. She might not even make it to the next debate. There might be an announcement. There might not, but that is her designs. That's why she's come out of the thing. Will she announce? Knight of Queens. She's taken her time about it. She's okay. I feel like her momentum's going to be coming to a grinding halt soon. The world. Yeah, she is looking to change her place in the world and start a new journey. She's looking to. Don't be surprised if she does announce. If she announces, will she become the Republican nominee? She's got as good a chance as any of the others of becoming the Republican nominee. I just had a very naughty thought about this card. Look at the guy. There she is, the Queen, and she's sitting there and she's got a man kneeling in front of her. I am not going any further with that because it certainly looks like he's lifting the dress. Someone is definitely worshipping before the Queen. Oh dear. Sorry, guys. Yeah, look, she's looking to and she's looking to make a big change in her place in the world, which can only mean she wants to. Well, probably thinking about announcing. If she does, she's got a good chance as any of becoming the Republican nominee. I would say she's probably got a better chance than a couple of others. Kissing her feet. Oh, really? Hi, Leslie. Are you saying I have a dirty mind? Okay. Marjorie Taylor Greene. She come out and said all of the people in jail for the insurrection, sedition, all this sort of stuff should be pardoned. She's got rats running around in her attic and very little else, which is not the nicest thing to say, but it is true, unfortunately. She is Marjorie Taylor Greene heading for, is she going to come a cropper, as we say in Australia, which means basically everything gets turned head over turkey and you go rolling down the street or the hill after being knocked off your bike? Or is Marjorie Taylor Greene going to come a cropper? A card flew out. Let's have a look. Interesting card. Justice is coming for her. It flew out of the deck. So I asked, is she going to come a cropper? That is a big yes. So justice is coming for her. Will she be contesting the 2024 election. I don't see her being in the primaries even. 6 of Queens. Going to be a balancing of the scales. 8 of Wands. It's going to be over very quickly for her. I feel like this might be a primary. She's going to be primaried. Going to have a lot of things going through. But you know what? I think if she does get primaried out, she might stand. Will she stand as an independent? I can see her doing that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So change of fortune for her. If she gets primaried out, she's going to stand as an independent. So she will contest it, but she won't get the votes. Will a Democrat win her seat in 2024? Ace of Cups. That's a big yes. That's a nice card to have. Will the DOJ indict her? Well, could be with the Justice card. I did ask if she was coming a cropper. So we'll ask that. One card. Spirit, will the DOJ indict Marjorie Taylor Greene? There's some doubt. 5 of Coins. This is not looking good for her. She could be indicted on 5 counts. Okay. There's some. Was Prigozhin on that plane? Is he dead? Is he alive? There's video emerged of him. I do not think that video was taken after that plane crash. I think it was taken before. But there's... And now what's happened with that plane crash has caused into question the death of a man called Dan Rappaport, who was a Russian-born US citizen, who was a critic of Putin's, who basically body dropped from a 9-story window. Was Dan Rappaport murdered? Yeah, I get the moon. They'll never be able to prove it, but yes. What they need to prove it is this. What they have is this. Interesting. Yeah, I feel he was. This is a yes, shadowed by a yes on the bottom. Okay. Okay, I'm pretty well through. Oh, Tucker Carlson. He's saying, they're going to try and bump Trump off. No. Is it all hot air? Yes, you have people saying, he should be blah, 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 blah. You shouldn't put those things out in the world. It's not good. I got fake attempt. Went through my mind. King of Queens. It's generating income for him to get people to listen to him. I got fake attempt. Will there be a fake attempt? Ace of Coins. There could be. They're going to get found out. this is judgment. They're going to get found out. It's all smoke and mirrors. You see the smoke coming out of the wicker man. It's all smoke and mirrors. And it's not even, I can't even see it getting off the ground. But, yeah. A Trump before the Queen. No. Trump would not bow before anyone unless she was made out of a pile of cold bars. Okay, has anyone else got a question? Hey, sweetie girl. Come here. Come here, sweetheart. Where do you want them? You want them down here? Yeah. She's decided she only wants her nummies on the floor now. So. Okay. Has anyone else got a question? Indictment potential for Ron Johnson. Okay. He tried to get that piece of paper with the fake electors. The Hermit. I get like he's trying to avoid things. Ron Johnson, indictment. 4 of Swords. He is definitely trying to stay in the background that way. Is he going to be indicted? Page of Coins. Yes or no? Knight of Coins. He did try to stop. He did try to stop things. He tried to take advantage to get that paper with the false electors on it. God of the heart, truth and compassion. Will Ron Johnson be indicted? Six of Swords. He has a bit of a rough journey ahead of him. Four of Wands. Celebration. I do think he might end up being indicted. He's a senator, isn't he? Is he up for re-election? When's he up for re-election? He just has a twitch. I don't believe in the matrix. I don't believe in the glitch in the matrix thing. 2028. So he was re-elected last round. Is he going to be able to see his? Will there have to be a special election? Let's see. Will Ron Johnson have to resign? Now, it's interesting because the first card I pulled on him before was the Hermit, and here it goes again, into hiding. Maybe, and this is in terms of yes, no, maybe. This is a maybe card. Will there have to be a special election? Oh, the Tower. Ace of Cups. Yeah. I think I think he will possibly have to go, and there could be a special election. You can't wait. You can't just put someone in for that length of time. I think they will hold a special election in Wisconsin for his seat. If a special election for Ron Johnson's seat is held in Wisconsin, will a Democrat win? The Devil. That's a bit of a no. A bit of a no. Will an independent win? Queen of Wands. Wow. That's a big yes. A very fiery woman. So, could go to an independent. Will a Republican win? Got to be fair. Six of Cups. Looking back on the past. May have in the past, but not necessarily now. A very fiery individual, passionate individual. As I did ask about an independent, so that's certainly someone who may be very much in the race if they have to hold a special election. Wow. Oh, good on her. Could Liz Cheney make a political comeback? Will Liz Cheney make a political comeback as an independent? Let's have a look at her. Six of Coins. All things being fair, yes. All things being fair and balanced. King of Cups was shadowing that, so that's a big yes too. So yeah. Okay. Any other questions, my darlings? I can feel myself wanting a bit. So distracted. Getting more and more distracted. Sorry, guys. My face. Look at this. Little piece of... I have psoriasis and it just drives me nuts sometimes. It causes the skin on my face to go a bit dry and flaky. Sorry, that was just driving me nuts. Shelby Lisa. Possibly. I just got Adam Kinzinger will make a comeback in some form too. Is Adam Kinzinger going to come back as an independent? The High Priestess, he still has a lot more to contribute. He already showed a lot of depth and strength. Yes, he will definitely be making a comeback. There was another Republican too who retired. I can't remember his name, but he left because of threats against him and everything. Those people will be coming back. So look, guys, I'm going to wrap it up a little bit early because I can really feel just the zone slipped. So just a couple of announcements. Okay. 8:30 tomorrow morning, my time, which is 8:30 p.m. Eastern time in the US, members only live. Keep an eye out for that. I do try to schedule a little bit beforehand, but quite often I forget. So, yeah. Monday morning, I will be doing a live with Linda G. Won't be taking questions from the comments, but okay, you can certainly hop on to say hello, but we won't be taking questions from the comments. If you have a question, and I encourage you to do it, please put it in the comments for this live, and I will go through and I will pick out 6 questions. Only going to be 6. If there's time for a couple more, I'll have a couple on standby, but it is going to be very tight for time because I will have to go to work after it. So, yeah, and I will let you know if there's any change in that. But yeah, we've set it up for that. So anyway, sorry to wrap up a little bit early, just not quite there. I was going to do some single card reads, but again, I just don't feel like I'm quite switched in. Somebody's playing with the cord. Yeah, love you too, darling. Okay. Anyway, I love you all. Stay strong, stay loving, and above all, stay laughing. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.